Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Want to take a look at what I'm going to be carrying on the way up the AT and down the PCT? All right, so I'm at not Frederick. Why did I think that? It's Roosevelt Lake in Arizona, about 2 hours outside Phoenix, and wanted to put my gear through the paces before I get on trail. And I'm glad that I did that because I found a few things that would have been a little bit awkward on trail to have to deal with. So anyway, getting back to what I'm actually going to be bringing and what I was testing out today. So you see, first and foremost, I got a different hat. Was going to wear a CDT hat, but lost that like a couple weeks ago. So got this nice Willits, California hat. Repping, I don't know where Bug lives. I don't know if it's her hometown. Anyway, probably isn't. Other clothes. So I've got my same Melly from the CDT, same Puffy from the CDT, same brand of sun hoodie, but this one is neon green instead of gray. Thought I'd get a new one after thought the thing was pretty nasty. Got, you can see, a new Fanny Pack from Light AF, awesome company, and some pretty crazy shorts, Under Armour still, and then I've got my thermal tights, toe socks, and camp shoes on right now to just kind of hang out. So other clothes that I'm bringing are gloves, a hat, got camp socks. I've got plenty of trail socks. I carry 7 pair total of the Injinji toe socks. I think it's a mid-weight hiking for myself. That is crazy to most people. Most people don't carry more than 1 or 2 pairs of socks. Usually they also have liners. I found so much better success with just having a pair of toe socks that is mid-weight and you change it all the time. Like, I never have a wet pair of socks to put on. I always have a dry pair. I have really good luck with blisters. I still get them, but not as frequently, and I haven't had to worry about trench foot. I know a few people that have on both trails. Other things that are in here are just backup pair of boxers and a smart wool base layer. So this would go underneath the sun hoodie and the Melly on top of that and the Puffy on top of that, and then I've got rain pants and a rain jacket that would also, block wind and help keep heat in addition to like the hat and gloves and everything else. This trail, I'm going to be taking a stove. So this is my, cooking setup. A MSR Pocket Rocket 2. I don't have a can of fuel right now. I only have the 200 gram can. But basically just imagine a can of fuel that fits into there, a little isobutane. 1.5 liter bottle of water, cleaning rag, lighter, spoon. I'm bringing a spoon. I don't know why I didn't realize this before, but sporks are pointless. Like, there's never anything that we eat out on trail that is like in need of a spork at all. Everything can be spooned up. And then I got a 16-inch or 16-ounce collapsible mug. That will help with cooking, keeping things warm, just having a separate, vessel for stuff that I'm eating, so I can have like hot chocolate and then food in the pot, and then everything just kind of like nests into the pot and goes into this little bag. Moving on, to the Diddy Bag. So my Diddy Bag is basically this first aid kit, and it looks huge. That's because it's also the patch kit for, put a few things in here. I also have the patch kit for my tents and other stuff in here. And what else do I have? Yeah, that's basically what's taking up all the room. I've got some like gauze and pills. Oh yeah, that's the other thing. So I've got, yeah, that's the bandages that I'm taking, a little roll of gauze. I love Q-tips, so that's gonna come along. Here's like medicine and anti-itch cream, stuff like that. Patch kit for the tent. And then, what is this? Analgesics. And yeah, so this is antihistamine and Advil. And then I've got this, which is taking up a bunch of space too. So it's not all, you know, overkill. A lot of the stuff that I'm bringing is pretty basic, because if you get injured past like a scrape or a bug bite, like you're just going to try and get out of town, or not out of town, you're going to get to town. So you don't really need to bring all that much in terms of first aid kit. This is my bear bag hanging kit, little rock bag, carabiners and paracord. Then I've got the trowel for probably more use on the PCT, where I'll have to dig cat holes. There's a plenty of privies on the AT. You know, rocking the Oakleys again. These got lost on the previous, on CDT, so just replace those. And then electronics bag, which is this charger. And then this I think is going to be a genius move. I got a little, it's super light, and it's just a USB like port thing. So I can plug this into the charger, and off of one outlet, I'll be able to charge, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 devices all at the same time. So that's why I've got so many cords in here, because theoretically, if I'm in like a tight spot, which I probably will be in the beginning of the AT with as many people as there are starting. I guess there's already 40 people at a shelter every night in Georgia at the moment on the AT. But anyway, let's see. Got the rechargeable headlamp and the new water system. So mentioned before, I've got that 1.5 liter bottle sitting over there. Over here, I'm trying something new. So instead of a Sawyer or a Katadyn filter, which are the two that I've used in the past, I'm going to use this platypus, I forgot what it's called. It doesn't say on here. Great. So it's whatever, a quick draw, I think it is. Anyway, it's got this, that's where the water comes out, the clean side. Fill up the water bottles with it. It's also got this, let me see. I'm trying to hold the camera. So it's got this attachment on the end. And what that allows me to do is, you'll notice this little leash on this 3 liter water bag, and that comes out. You spin this and pull that out, and then this plugs in here, because these are different sizes. So basically the Katadyn filter fits on this bag, but because the platypus and Sawyers fit on regular water bottles, which would, you know, screw into here, I got this adapter to allow me to use the water reservoir that I like the best with. I can, you know, swap this out for a Sawyer or just use a Katadyn on it. And then just like, that's the backup cap. I hate the Sawyer water bags. They always bust. Everyone will tell you that. You'll see them in all of the hiker boxes early on in the trail, broken ones or just like abandoned kit. So what I do is I take these, and I didn't realize I've got 2 of these in here. I'm gonna just probably cut this big one down a little bit, because this seems a little too small, but just to have a scoop. So basically I cut the top off the bags that have threading like a regular soda bottle, and they're super light, and if I'm just using this as a scoop, I don't need to worry about like pressure blowing the corners out. So it's really convenient to have. Here is my rain jacket, just, you know, kind of fold up, and then inside of here I will be putting rain pants. The pants that I bought were too small, at least for how big my butt is right now, so I might go into them when I'm on the PCT and I've lost some weight. This is my sock bag. So after I'm done wearing a pair of socks for only one day, I throw them in here and hike with it on the outside of my pack so that they can dry in the sun, hopefully. Probably not going to be as sunny on the AT, but we'll see. That's what I did. It works out kind of all right. And then the new pack. So I'm super excited about this. This just came in a couple of days ago. This is a Light AF 40-liter curve, which is, and has the internal frame. This is 15 liters less than the pack that I took on the CDT, and it's just about perfect for everything. So when I pack it all up, it's even with food, like there's still a little bit of space, but not anything extra. Rocking, this is where the GoPro is going to sit. I've also got, you know, backup straps in here for my umbrella, which can also strap to the shoulder strap, keep me dry. In addition to it depends on what temperature the rain is, honestly. If it's warm rain, I use the umbrella. This is also great for the sun. If it's cold rain, then the rain pants and the rain jacket's better, because that will keep you warm. Got my trusty camp shoes. Love these Toms. They're, probably not the lightest. They're definitely not the lightest option, but I like them. They're great in town. That's really a big plus. Sit pad. Got a couple extra carabiners and straps that I put on here because I don't know honestly how this is going to pack yet, like what the optimal thing is. I've done it once. It wasn't great. And so as I adjust, I'm going to probably end up putting more things on the outside. I wanted to have, you know, straps and carabiners ready to go for when I decide that. Instead of having a little clip that hung the water bottle on my chest strap, I've got a shoulder strap water bottle from Chicken Tramper Ultralight Gear, C-Tug. Great. I've used it on the long trail when I was out last winter, and it was super, super nice. Gonna have to still get used to it because it kind of sits up high, so if you're not paying attention, it can like get kind of close to your face. Garmin InReach for tracking purposes. There's going to be a link to the tracking page for my InReach on the bottom in the description of the video. So that's on every video, and you'll be able to see where I am at any given time, because these will come out after I'm down the trail. So I've got the galactic pattern. Kind of looking down. So flipping this around, forgot I've got my ultralight pack cover for rain cover. And then I've got that cool little pattern down there. I've got a little paracord Grogu, aka Baby Yoda, that's going to hang out with me. And everything that I've got is going to be in pods. So like talking about the rain cover, everything that I've got is going to be in pods, but because there's going to be so much, and the pack's waterproof, the pods are waterproof, I'm going to have the pack cover for when it rains. It's another layer, it's like 3 layers of waterproof. In the AT, there's just so much water that's like kind of necessary, but also because I'm going to be hanging stuff on the outside of my pack that I won't want to get wet, it makes the pack cover necessary regardless of how much like waterproofing that I have on the inside for everything. So that's the majority of the like gear. All the clothing, Diddy Bag, and water solution. So let's go see what the sleep setup in the tent is. And as before, I have my duplex from Z-Packs, and I did end up getting new Tyvek, so I'm going to have to recut that. It's kind of folded under itself right now. I'm going to have to recut that and get some stencils to make signs. Hiker to town, hiker to trail, that kind of thing, so that a little bit easier when I'm hitching. Can be kind of difficult sometimes if people think it's, you know, you're a homeless person, they're not as likely to pick you up. So in the tent, which is basically my trekking poles, you can see, that are holding up the tarp using tension from these yellow guidelines. Have a Z-Packs 30-degree quilt with a bag liner, and that's just a Sea to Summit, like, it's not silk, it's just like one of their one of their regular ones. Was it Thermolite is their brand? So it's like, you know, supposed to be warmer. I've got this Therm-A-Rest Pad, which is their small, aka the short. And I gotta move this because there's condensation underneath it. A little bit lighter. I think it's great. I'm a side sleeper and I kind of curl up, so I can almost get my entire body on it. But if I were to lay out straight, like everything below my knees will hang off if my head's at the top. I got a Sea to Summit pillow, and these pods are basically where I put the one that you can see that's like opened with a bunch of stuff in it. That's all the bags for the sleeping pad, pillow, quilt, and all that. And then the other pod there is for the tent. And that's where I put the tent, the Tyvek, and the tent stakes. And then one of my favorite things, so I've got these new Dirty Girl gaiters. Instead of the Hikadelic tie-dye-esque, I've got some yellow pineapples, and my Ultra Superior 5s. I've got 3 pairs of these, so I'll get all the way up to like Killington area before I need to get new shoes, I think. And then maybe a little bit further than that. And then the Superior 5.5s should be out by then. So I'll probably be rocking those. Excuse me. The plan for this summer is to try and hike up the Appalachian Trail starting in Georgia again. And this time we'll be starting the bubble, so there's going to be a completely different experience from what I had in 19. Also want to get like better videos. I did more of like a vlog just talking to camera in town, and I want to get more of the trail and more of the people in particular. That I want to try and do in 120 days. So about, what was it, like 11 days faster than I did it in 2019, which would put me, I'm going to start March 18th, which should be today if you're watching this the day this video comes out. And the next videos should be coming out in about a month or so. I want to have a little bit of backlog ready so that there aren't gaps like there were last season and the season before that. So anyway, what was I going to say? 120 days takes me to July 16th. So that's kind of like the goal date to finish. And then what I want to try and do is get across the country to, the northern terminus of the PCT in a reasonable amount of time. Like under a week would be nice, but we'll see how everything goes and what time of year it is. And then depending on when I get over to the PCT, I'm either going to do like the Cascades and the Sierras first, just to get the more elevated snow prone areas out of the way while the weather's still good, and then just like connect it all. Or if I'm, it does take 120 days, I am able to get out there before the end of July, I could definitely just do SOBO from the northern terminus, and I'll already have trail legs. I'll be crushing like 25 miles a day right out of the gate, which you kind of need to do if you're going to start that late on the PCT and get to Mexico in time. But anyway, that all being said, anything can happen, and I'm just here for the adventure, and I'm glad that you guys are going to be coming along. So appreciate you sticking around to the end of the video, and it could really help me out if you guys would like and subscribe to the video, or any of the videos that you like. What that does is it helps me hone in on what kind of content you all want to see, and also tells YouTube that this is interesting stuff, so it helps other people see it as well. I really appreciate your help, and I really appreciate you guys coming along for the hike, and I will see you in a little bit from Springer Mountain. Oh wait, no. Actually, I'll see you guys before that. I'm going to start on the train ride from Arizona across the country. So I'm going to take Amtrak from Phoenix area all the way over to Atlanta, and that will be probably the next video. So be ready for a train ride. That's going to be a lot of fun. See you guys down the trail.